Hi, this is Bill Howatt, day 4, COVID-19 mental health. I'm here to continue my conversation, still in my apartment, doing my self-isolation, doing the right thing, and hoping that my contribution will be helping the protection of other people as well as we all start to learn how to navigate this. And for you that continue to go out and do your jobs because of your necessity to leave, I know you're taking precautions and doing what you need. And first responders out there that are doing their jobs and healthcare workers, I don't know how to thank you or if I can even put it in words. So as I start to move through this conversation, I want to make sure it's clear for folks that I have no intention for this to be a substitute for any type of mental health counseling or to be some form of treatment. It's just me sitting in my apartment wanting to have a conversation with you to share some perspectives that I have. Today, what I like to do is start to talk about the word social distancing and how important it is. I'm extremely proud of our prime minister and all our premiers and all our mayors and all our CEOs and all our business owners who are all listening carefully to the advice and learning. We can sit back and critique how things are going, but we are now working together as a country, trying to figure out how we can improve all the analysis about what could have been better. We can do that in the future. Today, social distancing is something we want to actually encourage people. Now, for me personally, I was on a call with someone yesterday I find extremely important to me, one of the most important people in the world to me. And when they were talking to me around the word social distancing, I got kind of a pang in my gut saying, Bill, we need to do this social distancing. It bothered me. And I said to myself, okay, I get the concept that we're trying to do with social distancing, but is it really social distancing or is it really physical distancing that you're asking me to do in regards to staying away from people and keep my distance and be at least 2 to 3 meters away? And we want that because we don't want people socializing and commingling. But is it not true we want them really socially connecting now more than we probably ever have for some of us, and especially folks like myself that are, you know, I have no family. I'm just moved new to Ottawa. I do have friends that care about me, but as I start to think about this, what does the word social mean to me? And as I started to put my brain around thinking about it, I like using mnemonics because it helps me. And as I said yesterday, what else do I have to do other than think about this stuff at night? And one of the things that hit me was the S stands for staying connected. Perhaps now more than ever, it's important to stay connected, and but understand why. Staying connected, if you think about the trauma and the potential challenges and things will happen, hopefully this curve flattens. But there is a potential some people will die. There is a potential there's going to be some trauma, some experience. There's going to be some challenges with people staying at home with each other and more stress and arguments and etc. because people getting caught in a confined space. Well, one of the things I'd like you to consider is that we know from the research if we're in groups like one person, two person, three person, and we stay connected, we may not physically be together, but if we're talking in our family, we can take trauma and we can take negativity easier than sitting by yourself in isolation. So think about staying connected. That gives us that bit of that insulation. So it can help you for insulating for isolation. The other one is to be open, and I'm trying the best I can to be just me, and that's all I am is me. And being vulnerable and is important. Now, being someone who lives their entire life with a mental illness, I actually understand that there's compound effects for people that are trapped, and they can be anxious, and they can be worried, and they can be stressed, and they can be lonely. And that's why it's important to talk to people who care, because as you start to talk, you get it out of your head. You have an opportunity to listen to yourself. You can process, you can vet, you can be, but your vulnerability, you'll be able to listen to yourself, and other people will be able to listen to you. And if they have some concerns about some of the stuff you're saying, they'll be able to pick it up because you're being honest. This is the wrong time to say when people ask you how you're doing, you just say okay if you're not. This is a time to start saying, you know what, I'm kind of struggling. This is and let support each other because we're going to have good days, we're going to have bad days if this drags out. So I'm going to stay optimistic that this is going to be a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but it could be longer. And we all need to be aware of that. The continuous connection, the C in this, continuous connection for me great opportunity now to start continue connecting with people we care about, but also people you may not have thought about talking to for a while, like friends and families and peers. And you look up in your book for folks that you might not have thought about for a while. I've been finding old guys I played football with. I'm texting them and reaching out, and they're getting back. And you're staying connected. And you're getting different conversations, and you're getting different insights. And that leads to the next I for me is initiate conversations with intent. Have intentful conversations. In other words, if it's always COVID-19, 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 that your unconscious brain is going to start to get worried. So mix up your conversations, have conversations about things you have fun, you know, have conversations with people you care about, fantasies and dreams and things that you want to do, trips, where you're going to be, what you're going to do as soon as you get free. I mean, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to get out and start to see people and talk to people and enjoy the things that I'm missing. And then the A for me is the concept around being attentive to your anxiety level and being aware that the conversations and your social interactions around groupthink, people can have an influence on us, and we, without realizing it, they could be doing some programming with us. So monitor your anxiety. You have an anxiety, the people and the conversations around. So when you're doing your social connections, you're not getting pulled into it, and you're being aware that the conversations you're having are helpful and are incremental. And if you're always in a stressful conversation with someone, could be a tip that both of you could probably consider changing it or get some support. So pay attention to group think. And the last one is important as it is in the social part. Enjoy your moments today. I know it's going to be hard to be home with kids and pet partners, but what would it be like if they weren't there? How would your life would be as annoyed as you are sometimes with your kids? I have 3 kids. They're all grown now. But the reality is think about it the other way. When they're pressing and challenging you, what would it be like if they weren't? And everybody that's a parent or people you care and love about, you'll want to have them around. So just live in the moment, enjoy your moments, do the best you can with it. Continue the concept about social distancing, but please keep in mind that social distancing, what they're really meaning is keep your physical space. Let's really work on being more socially connected and support each other. I'm going to continue my conversations around social connections and isolating for loneliness and different things, and helping giving some tips. And I've written a series in the Globe and Mail on this, and I have a series and an instrument we'll get up for you so you can start to do some self-evaluation around your perceived levels of isolation to kind of help you increase your awareness, your accountability, and your action. So thanks for listening. Hopefully you're getting something out of these. If you have questions, ideas, suggestions, please send them along. I'm finding this extremely valuable for me as a person to have an opportunity to share with you. So thank you, and wish you a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.